I think the whole debate with the whole is streaming harder than a 9 to 5 is a little bit flawed. Now, I haven't seen any other videos, so most of this is going to come from my assumptions of what people would say. And I think people would be viewing it in a very, very different light than the other factors that quite oftentimes get unnoticed when it comes to these kind of debates. Because I can imagine people would say, you're doing stuff that's having fun. How can that be seen as harder? But at the same time, it's also a path less taken. It's also a path where you have to be creative and you have to take advantage of every single opportunity that presents itself to you. And in most cases, it doesn't work out. The same way every other path outside of a job pretty much works. And so then the argument starts to go towards, is a business harder than a job? Is pursuing sports harder than a job? And in my honest opinion, I don't think so. The reason why I say I don't think so is because you're chasing something for yourself, and it takes courage to do that. And the reason why a job is definitely going to be much harder, to me at least, is because you're leaving your dreams at the table. You're not actively wanting to pursue more. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. It can be a very comfortable life. It's a very stable life. It's a very steady life. And if anything, I think at least 80% of people are more suited towards that without them realizing it. But because they want to get into, I'm so different and unique and cool, they say things against it just to be accepted by other people who, I suppose, question and challenge the status quo. So there's nothing wrong with it. But it's more so for the people who want something else out of life. So again, even the whole argument is going to be very individualistic. It's going to be very, very subjective to the person who is arguing it, right? So coming back to my main point, I think it's a lot harder for people to go in with their day-to-day life without thinking of life as anything else outside of their job. Because for the people who are still in those places where they're not actively working towards something else because they want to, inside their heart they really want to, but they don't. And then that regret is going to build up, and it's going to make you into a much unhappier individual as you grow to get old, and regret starts to seep in, and you're just going to absolutely live a miserable life. For those people, a job is going to be much harder because they have to face themselves in the mirror every day and try to tell themselves that this is fine, when internally they're not happy at all. And because your mind is so malleable, the more you're going to tell yourself stuff like that without actually truly believing in it, your mind's going to give you very, very subtle clues through the forms of anxiety, depression, maybe even physical ailment, because you're so unhappy. And if that is someone like you, you are destined for great things, as long as you can truly realize it. We're all special, we're all cool, and we're all unique in our own ways. And we shouldn't limit ourselves to just fixating on jobs or streaming. Whatever path that sounds as cool and immersive to you, where you can go to sleep or even sometimes struggle to sleep because you're so excited about what you do, that's the true path that is better for you. With that being said, peace and blessings be to you all, and I'll see you in the next one.